Jenny adjusted her glasses on her nose and sighed wearily. The clock on the office wall read 7:30 p.m., and she was still chained to her computer, wading through mountains of paperwork. Same old, she thought. Everything's urgent and always last minute. Suddenly, the office door flew open, and in burst Catherine Peterson, her boss, the CEO of a major construction company. Her usually impeccable bob was disheveled, and her eyes held a frantic look. "Jenny, thank God you're still here," she blurted out, breathless. "I thought I'd be stuck typing this all myself." "I'm working on the reports for tomorrow's meeting, Miss Peterson," Jenny replied, discreetly eyeing the wrinkled collar of her Chanel jacket. Such sloppiness was totally out of character for her usually flawless boss. "Screw the reports." Catherine waved her hand dismissively. "Listen up, sweetie. We need to finalize the deal with BuildTech right now. You've got the old contract, just tweak the numbers. I'll dictate." Jenny practically jumped in her chair. "BuildTech? But Miss Peterson, they're our main competitors." "Enough with the chatter," Catherine cut her off. "Just do as you're told. You're not exactly angling for a seat on the board, are you?" For the next half hour, Catherine hovered over her desk, dictating figures that made Jenny cringe internally. They were so ridiculously low. "Done," Jenny squeaked, handing over the document. Catherine snatched the papers, scribbled her signature, and bolted out of the office without so much as a goodbye. 20 minutes later, she was rushing into a luxurious penthouse, where Marcus awaited, a young heartthrob with the looks of a model and a shark-like grin. "Well, look who finally decided to show," he drawled sarcastically, sipping whiskey from a crystal glass. "And here I was, bored all alone. You know, baby, a guy like me should never be lonely. So many beautiful women out there." "Marcus, honey, not now." Catherine tried to hug him, but he deftly dodged. "I had important business to take care of." "Important business?" He raised a mocking eyebrow. "More important than me? More important than our future? Or have you changed your mind? Maybe I should give your hubby a ring? I'm sure he'd love to hear about his prim and proper wife's late-night activities. Not to mention those tax schemes I just happened to find on your laptop." "No, no," Catherine cried out in a panic. "I did it all. The contract is signed. BuildTech will get the company for peanuts, and the money will go straight into our joint account. Tomorrow we'll be free." "Now you're talking," Marcus purred, finally allowing her to approach. "I knew my smart girl would make the right decision." The next morning, the office was buzzing like a hornet's nest. Jenny had barely stepped inside when Sarah from HR pounced on her. "Jen, you look like you've seen a ghost." "Oh wait, you haven't heard the latest news? All hell is breaking loose. They say we're being sold to BuildTech. Can you believe it?" "What?" Jenny grabbed onto the wall. "Sarah, we need to talk." "But not here." "Whoa." Sarah's eyes lit up. "You got the inside scoop? Okay. Quit the dawdling. Let's go to the coffee shop. Spill it all." In a small cafe around the corner, Jenny, glancing around nervously, told her friend about her boss's bizarre late-night visit. "Holy smokes," Sarah whistled. "So that's why she's been acting like a cat on a hot tin roof lately. Hey, you think she's got like a side gig? I saw her at a restaurant with some hotshot. A real Hollywood-type stud." "What hotshot?" Jenny nearly choked on her coffee. "Hold on a sec." Sarah was already typing something on her phone. "Let's see. Aha, there he is, Stud Muffin. Instagram is a beautiful thing. Oh my God, Jen, just take a gander. Our Mr. Hottie Pants is a real player." The smartphone screen showed a photo. Marcus in a crisp white Tom Ford suit, embracing a stunning blonde against the backdrop of a luxurious yacht somewhere in Monaco. The caption read, celebrating our engagement with my future Mrs. Delaney. Hashtag luxury life, hashtag Monaco yacht show. Wait a minute. Sarah scrolled further down the profile. Oh, no way. Look, he works at Build Tech. Financial consultant. This is like some Netflix series. Quick. Jenny jumped up from her chair. We need to get to Mr. Harrison. To that Wall Street shark? You sure? 100%. He's the only one who can stop this mess. James Harrison, the very Wolf of Wall Street. They called him behind his back, listened intently to their rambling story. So, our Iron Lady Catherine has fallen for a pretty boy from Build Tech, he drawled, tapping an expensive Mont Blanc pen on the desk. Classic honey trap. And I even know who's pulling the strings. He picked up the phone. Security? Harrison here. Check all private jet departures immediately. Pay close attention to flights to Malibu and Los Angeles. And yes, pull up all the data on Marcus Delaney from Build Tech. Chop chop. Meanwhile, Catherine was sitting in her Mercedes in the parking lot of her Upper East Side townhouse. Her phone was blowing up with notifications, a real war zone of messages in the company chat. But she couldn't bring herself to open any of them. Damn it, damn it, damn it. She slammed her hands on the steering wheel. Just then, a text from Marcus popped up. Baby, I hope you've packed your Louis Vuitton. Meet me at the airport in an hour. I have a surprise, a private jet to Malibu. Just you, me, and the California sun. Don't be late. Time is money. Smiling face with sunglasses. Catherine closed her eyes. For 20 years, she had been building this company. Starting with a small office in Brooklyn, working 16 hours a day, breaking through the glass ceiling of the construction business. And now she was ready to destroy everything for this. At that moment, there was a knock on her car window. Catherine jumped and saw her husband, Robert, a professor of economics at Columbia University. Kathy, what are you doing here? I called the office. They said you left for a meeting. I just, she stammered, looking into his kind, worried eyes. The phone vibrated again. Marcus, where are you, baby? The jet won't wait. Small airplane. Back at the office, chaos was in full swing. James Harrison, adjusting his Brooks Brothers tie on the go, burst into the conference room where the board of directors had already gathered. Ladies and gentlemen, he threw a folder onto the table. We have a code red. Remember the Enron story? Well, that may seem like child's play compared to what's happening right now. What are you talking about, Jim? Said Steve Morrison, a burly Texan in Lucchese cowboy boots. I'm talking about Build Tech running a classic scheme with a fake fiancé. Marcus Delaney is their agent, specifically sent to Catherine. And now she's flying to Malibu with him, having signed a contract to sell the company for 1/3 of its real value. Jesus Christ. Morrison swore. This is not some Wall Street TV show. How could she? Love, gentlemen, Harrison smirked. The most powerful weapon of corporate espionage. And now, listen to the plan. At JFK Airport, Marcus was impatiently checking his Rolex, standing at the entrance to the VIP terminal. His phone rang. Is everything going according to plan? The Build Tech CEO's voice came through the phone. 100%, boss. This sucker took the bait like a hungry trout. In an hour we'll be in the air, and tomorrow the shares will crash, and you can buy the company for peanuts. Great job, kid. Your bonus is waiting for you in the Cayman Islands. Marcus smirked smugly and hung up. At that moment he noticed Catherine, getting out of a black SUV, escorted by the police and FBI agents. What the hell? Marcus recoiled, but it was too late. 2 agents had already twisted his arms behind his back. Marcus Delaney, an agent said, clicking the handcuffs shut. You are under arrest on charges of corporate fraud and attempted hostile takeover. Kathy, baby. He tried to catch Catherine's eye. Tell them. We love each other. Love. Catherine walked closer, her eyes blazing. You know what I realized, sitting in that car? That true love is 20 years of support from a husband who believed in me when no one else did. It's this company that I built with my own hands. And you're just a pathetic con man. Bravo! Applause sounded. James Harrison emerged from behind a column, accompanied by the board of directors and the whole BuildTech team. And here's the chief architect of this grand plan. The BuildTech CEO, Richard Stone, went pale and dashed for the exit, but the airport security had already blocked all escape routes. Mr. Stone, an FBI agent smirked, taking out a second pair of handcuffs. We have a recording of your conversation with Mr. Delaney, a very revealing discussion about bonuses in the Cayman Islands. At that moment, a breathless Jenny and Sarah rushed into the terminal. Ms. Peterson. Jenny ran to her boss. I'm so sorry that we had to. No, honey. Catherine hugged her. It is I who should apologize. And thank you. You saved not only the company, but me too. Hey, people, Steve Morrison shouted. How about we all head over to Peter Luger? Stakes are on me. We have to celebrate this. Hold on, Harrison interjected. I have one more announcement. Jenny, the board has unanimously voted. Effective Monday, you are the new Vice President of Corporate Ethics and Internal Audit. What? Jenny nearly fainted, but Sarah held her up. Now that's a career boost, she laughed. From assistant to vice president in one day. Only in New York. Robert put his arm around Catherine's shoulders. Let's go home, honey. You need to rest before tomorrow's interview for the Wall Street Journal. Home. Catherine leaned against her husband. You know, that's the most beautiful word in the world. Already in the taxi, Jenny received a message from Sarah. Turn on CNN. They are already running a report. Woman CEO prevents the largest corporate fraud of the year. And on Twitter, the hashtag corporate love scam is already trending. Fire. Jenny smiled and leaned back in her seat. Ahead was a long day and a whole new life.